Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we're back with another episode of Wanpanman. Episode 9 finally had a bit of delay because of tennis, almost a week's delay. Oh, no, under normal circumstances I'd be very upset, but I actually like tennis a whole lot. It's my favorite sport, so I can't hate them for too long. But nonetheless, episode 9 is finally here. I do wish they had doubled up on the episode and given us episode 9 and 10 instead of just one episode. But what the hell, it's finally here. The last episode, Siri got his ass kicked. Basically, I don't know. I mentioned in the last episode that I don't know, I found his personality to have flipped a bit. He was very confident, and I know that he got his shit beat out of him, but seeing him groveling there and screaming for help from the very heroes that he claimed that he was looking down on, basically, right? It's poetic justice. It just seemed a bit out of character for him. I expected him to kind of, keep up that bravado, even though he was getting beaten to a pulp. One of this, the participants of the tournament were offered the monster cells, and most of them actually took it. And some for fear, others just for the hell of it. Well. For power, right? And then who wouldn't? In that situation, it was either you choose to die or you take the damn cells and become stronger. And most people went with that choice. Now, while Saitama was out somewhere, while Siri was getting his ass kicked, and people were screaming and shouting and running from the stadium, I don't know how the hell Saitama did not hear all of that, but at the end, he finally arrived in the nick of time to presumably save Surreal and help Surreal, I guess. But I mean, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they put that monster ranked himself at third level dragon, right? And Saitama has taken down, he's taken down monsters of that level before, so I'd imagine he'll have a lot of trouble here. I know that's quite a bit I want to talk about, but given the long waits, I just want to jump in and we can have a discussion afterwards. All right, so let's check it out. Screamed. Bald head. Know it anyway. That was a weakling in the tournament himself. He's sure talking big. Oh, okay. You recognize it. Guy's just standing. Just told you his name. And he lasted all of 5 seconds. Bald. Can't run away before the community comes back. Experiencing martial arts didn't go a whole lot for him. And I said this before. I was bored. Does he have another pupil? Just outside. Imagine if Saitama ate a monster. Moonlight? Oh, rescuing Genos? Didn't he leave? So you can't go get some?
聞いてたけど、何？まだ理解してないのか。見殺しにはできない。
So he does have a coup.
せっかくヒーローの本物のヒーローの姿を見たってい
Come
う
on,
の
don't
に。
tell me they're not. I mean, pissed at the door. God damn it.
大会に出場したこと、
You
秘
know,
密にしといて
I
くれ。
was kind of looking forward to that fight. Kind of disappointed, but oh
が
well.
わからん。
聞き忘れたことがあるんだ。
何？
怖さを克服。
I figured.
俺も。
知らん。
え？
でもまあ、俺が慣れた強くな
Saitama
りすぎる
giving
前
someone
はそうだっ
advice. This is the first.
強すぎるヒーローか。弟子にしてくれないか。
Ah, I figured.
絶対に断る。どうしたら？
You might want to put on some clothes so you don't get pricked.
後でお礼のキスしに行くからそのまま
I don't
屋上
think
に
they want
避
you to
難
kiss
して
them,
な
man.
さい。ダメだ。声が届くってくれる男子たち。その愛情は無駄にはし
And
ない。
monster doesn't look all that strong.
おい。
They're scarred every time we
何
see
も
it.
怖くない。
No?
うわー！なんかこっちの方じっと見てない？
Yeah.
血まみれで。俺のスイートホームのハニーたちが連れ去られただと？
These honeys.
その怪人は今
見逃すなんて。他のヒ
I
ーロ
don't
ーた
know.
ちが
I
外で戦ってた。
figure maybe they're trying to convert.
怪人誰かにヒーローを名乗りたいから怪人と戦うわけじゃないよな。大事な何かを今更興味を持って始めたんだよな。
Though there's no reason to
なのに
believe
最
that
近は
that
ヒーロー
Orochi
協会に
has
入っ
any
てからも
connection.
他のやつも超一流の武術怪人ってやつと戦っても特に何も感じなかった。
Thought it was moving right at first
キ
second.
ン
There.
グ、お前出歩いてだろ。
So the monsters have retreated.
顔して。
ちょっと思うところがあってな。
埼玉氏が。
俺はもうこれ以上強くはなれないらしい。
Did-
もうならない。他人から吸収できるものが何もないんだ。
でもそこまで強さを
とは自分の成長を楽
There's
しむこ
only
とが
so
もう
much
で
further
きな
you
いって
can
こ
go
とな
once
ん
you
だ。
get to the top, I suppose.
いくらヒーローがこんな孤独なものだとはな。
埼玉氏
え？なんで？
What's
孤
there?
独なら友達とか作れば。
いや、そういうことじゃん。はそこまで暇じゃないし。
じゃあ落ち着いたら気分転換に旅行でも行ってみれば。やれ。退屈だと言って何も行動せず
Kinda sounds
刺
like
激
me,
を求める
honestly.
割に
I'm
は
bored all
挑
the
戦し
time,
ない
but I
では当てのない旅だよ。
no king, no
新しい景色を
snobs.
見るためには自分で道を切り開くしかないんだ。たどり着いたと勘違いしているんじゃないかな。ヒーローとして進む道ってそんなに簡単に
You're a
戦
fake
いの中に
hero.
充実感を得ようとするのは本質的に間違っている。唯一
I gotta be
正
honest, I
論
was expecting the majority of this
その点で言う
episode
と
to be
埼
action,
玉氏は
given the way the
最
last
高のヒ
episode
ーローに
ended.
は大ひいてはヒーローとしての伸びしろが多く残されているのではないだろうか。だとするとで来ないかな。
キング。
最高のヒーロー
Yeah,
に
we
必
saw
要な
banging
も
glimpses
その
of
答えを
Garo
見
here
つけ
and
出す
there,
ま
but
では退屈してる暇などないはずだ。
not a
お
lot.
前。最高のヒーロー。理想についてか。
退屈ならうちでゲームでも
Maybe
し
the
ていく
games.
いや、今はとてもそんな気分じゃねえよ。何を
Something
負けさせてあげる。
occupy your time.
はは。挑発したって無駄だぜ。どうせゲームで負けたって悔しく。
わかった。じゃあハンデとして俺は指一本ずつしか使わないからさ。
言ったな。
返り討ちに
Okay, it seems his fight with Watchdog Man didn't go very well.
パワーもスピードもただ四足戦闘スタイルに人間相手の武術じゃ相性も悪かった
He's
俺
stronger,
は
I
もっ
guess.
ともっと強くなれるんだ
Or he's gonna take the monster cells, which I already guessed
俺
before.
は体は動くし痛みも感じねえ逆に気持ちが高ぶって力がみなぎってくるお予
Makes
測し
no
ろ
sense.
読めた覚悟しや
あ、ないよ。
ったく怪人だけ
He's
じゃ
not
なくて
gonna
あん
remember
なチンピ
who
ラまで
knocked him
相手
out
してたら
again
きりねえ
that
な。
last time.
詳しくは知らないけど各地で怪人が暴れたり怪人を自称するヒーロー狩りってのが活動して気になってて
へえ。
He just
自
met
ら
him.
怪人を名乗る人間なんて今までいなかった。だからちょっと期待してんだ。もしかしたら俺より強いかもしれないしな。
そっか。
That is the case. Because
Sugata
obviously
will
he's not the strongest guy around.
何ができているんだろうな
Got to jump on you. Somehow.
だろ
What are these
終わり
guys,
の
monsters?
44期唯一の生き残り音速のソニック君
Final.
豪華のフレイム俺に何の用だ勧誘に来た支配者になるんだ
Is this a
人
monster
間を
association
超
or?
越した怪人としてな
Ah,
怪人だけ
it
で
is. Because Goketsu, I don't know if he wasn't able to do that, but he seems to have been a monster all the time.
しかしな、笑わせるな。そんな遊びに付き合う義理も暇もない。うせろ。死にたろう。俺たちも怪人だ。
Yeah, I don't see speed of someone taking that deal though. Will he?
怪人細胞。こ
As
のま
much
まい
as
くら修
he
行を重ねて
wants
もあいつに勝てるビジョンが
to
浮
be
かばな
Saitama, I
い
guess
ることに
borrowed.
なる。俺はあの男に敗れた時、すでに死んだも
Yeah,
同
I've
然
seen
な
him
んだ。
doing that. I mean, he's mostly
怪
machine.
人たちがまだ残留しているので、しばらく避難経路。自身の災害レベルが鬼に上がるまで永久ヒーローを襲い続けると公言しているようです。
Sure seems
ザ
to be
コ相手
taking
に
their
何人
time.
も出動するのは人員の無駄遣いだ。
ゾンビも全然ヒーローの
俺の読みが正しければ、今回の騒動を裏で操っている黒幕はあの
じゃないか。なんだお前、フリーの怪人？なんだフリーの怪人？社会にかぶれたか、ゴリラ怪人の面汚しめ。いや、急にそんなの言われても、いざこざはよそでやれ。
Wait, where have I seen this guy before?
対象を変更。
That they fought, Genos and Saitama fought, but he was never this strong. Despite him not really moving around all that much.
そんなやわしが倒さねばならんのだ。ガロー、怪人になるということがない手で。もうじき日が暮れるの。
情報だ。名は怪人協会。目的ははっきりしないが、ヒーロー協会の対立は怪人王オロチ。
Orochi, the
アジト
monster
のおおよそ
king.
の位置も送られてきた。場所は Z 市。
Orochi,
彼の息子を誘拐した
head
と
of
い
the
うこ
monster
とは、
association.
やはり交渉を狙ってのことか。ああ、我々がいたんだろう。確かにゴーストタウンの怪人どもが結託したと考えるなら合点がいく。
今回の怪人たちは集団行動ができる程度の理性は持ち合わせている。
顧問は教会屈指の支援者。息子に何かあっては出資を打ち切る恐れがある。
教会から
Yeah,
メ
that's
ッ
interesting.
セージが届きました。
どんな
Heard you the first time, dude.
おい、
メッセージ教会から。怪人協会からメッセージ
Oh,
が
he's being
届きま
controlled.
し
No? I don't think he's gonna taste any better, dude. It's-
た。首を洗って待っていろ。埼玉。
I'm interested. So today we have episode 9. I mean, a few things happened in this episode, not the things that I would have hoped for. Given how last episode ended, I was kind of hoping for a battle royale happening with Saitama and the monster at the tournament, and then maybe Goketsu would come in and he'd have to fight out both of them together. I didn't get as much action as I thought, as the last episode. You know, it left on a cliffhanger to suggest that there would be a decent fight, but ended up doing away with that guy. Fought Goketsu and off screen, and we didn't get to see the fight. Then Garo fought Watchdog Man off screen. We didn't get to see the fight. It was just kind of weird. Why they didn't show either of them? I'm not sure why. So I'm kind of left wanting a bit more from this episode. Now, I'm not so much disappointed. It got a lot of information that I'm actually interested in, but I would have liked to have seen a bit more action in this episode. We haven't gotten a whole lot of action in all 9 episodes so far. It's been pretty heavy on the dialogue and setup since the season has started, and not a whole lot of action, and not a lot of action involving Saitama, right? I don't know why they're holding back, but you know, nonetheless, it's what we got. I mean, the monster cells obviously playing a huge role in whatever the agenda is. Whatever the agenda is for the Monster Association. Suryu finally has found his calling, I guess. He was saved by Saitama, and I guess he's eternally grateful, and you know, wants to become a hero. I said it before at the start, and I still kind of feel that way now. It still kind of feels like the flip of a switch to me, and an odd one, right? Life in that situation, fine, but I don't think you change your motivations at the flip of a switch just like that. Um, so I he's definitely a character to watch. So I'm very interested to see where he goes from here. Um, Whether he's going to become like Genos and others, disciple of Saitama. It seems that way, and I suspect that Gara will be the same. I predicted that from the very first episode, that Gara will eventually be another friend slash disciple of Saitama's, and he'd form his own little group, similar to what Blizzard was attempting to do. Um, he already has King and Genos and now Suryo, so I believe Gara will eventually join that group as well. Um, I mean, the Hero Association now has more information about who they're up against. They're not quite sure what their agenda is. Neither are we, frankly. They've only shown Orochi a handful of times, and it's just he's just there glaring, and that's it. He hasn't spoken or anything like that. And I figure more or less that there's someone else behind the scenes, and this is just the figurehead. Okay, look, he's big and scary. He's the one that's at the head of this, but I don't think so. And I mean, we got a weird scene there with a gorilla-looking monster, who I'm almost certain is from season 1, where they attacked Saitama at his apartment, and both he and Genos took on the monsters, and then they went off to their hideout to obliterate them. But I'm almost certain that it's the same gorilla from back then. Maybe he's just a citizen now and living in that area, and this was just a quick callback to that. Could be, and maybe it's nothing more than that. But I mean, it's, as I said, I would have wanted to see the fight with Watchdog Man. Didn't really get that. So it's still left a lot. Still left me wanting a lot. We finally caught up with Bang and Bomb, sort of, if you call that catching up. They've been looking for Garo for what feels like forever now, and he can't be that hard a guy to find when he's going around killing people and eyewitnesses everywhere. I don't know. The series seems to be, this season seems to be trying to build up to something, but the pacing is kind of all over the place. I'm not loving the pacing so far, right? They seem to be. I get the feeling like they're stretching out the season for some reason, for some build up to something that I really do hope it's a great payoff when it gets here. So I really do hope we get that. But nonetheless, it's a satisfying introduction to Suryo himself. He's a very interesting character. I would want to see more of him. Saitama had a very long dialogue with King about martial arts and how lonely he feels being alone at the top and being that strong and nothing, feeling empty and unsatisfied because he can't find an equal. So, and of course that's what the problem he's been plagued with since season 1, and he's looking for a stronger opponent. And I'm with King. Dude, take a vacation. Go somewhere, relax. I don't know. Alright, we want him to find a strong opponent too, so we can actually see him in a decent fight. Unfortunately, we've not gotten that for the past 9 episodes with him, so I can only hope that eventually the Monster Association will put up a better challenge. More than likely, it will be someone on the hero side. Speeder Sound Sonic, of course, would definitely be a challenge. He's not a hero, but he definitely pose a challenge. But at the same time, he was on Genos' level, which puts him at about S rank, and Saitama is above that, so I'm not quite sure the Monster Cells is enough to close that gap between the two of them. Garo himself seems pretty intrigued in doing the very same thing, so I think he's eventually going to get the Monster Cells, but somehow I think they're going to be saved, and it's interesting, even though the Monster Cells is being used as this tool to create monsters, who says once you've changed, your appearance has changed, that you must be evil? Does changing into a monster, it doesn't change your persona, your perspective, your motivations. It doesn't change. If you were bad and you ate it, you're still bad. If you're good and you ate it, I imagine you're still good. So It's interesting that they're using it that way, and every person that we've seen use it, that they've shown using it so far, has chosen to attack someone or become evil. But what if someone just takes it and they have good intentions? I'm interested to see where that goes. And I was toying with the idea before of Genos, Genos, who is half man, half machine, or well, he's more machine than he is man, based on what we saw last time he was being repaired. Can the monster cells actually work on him, or would it just transform his human side? And we don't know Saitama's background to know if he was a skilled fighter while he was human. So even if he takes him on the cells, it might just be useless, right? Because he's more reliant on his machine parts and not so much on his humanity in his fights, at least from what we've seen. But it certainly raised a lot of questions about how this would work in this world. And of course, this is again One Punch Man. Everything isn't necessarily consistent. That's my only gripe with it, you know, the consistency. But at the same time, I still enjoyed the scenes, the fighting, the scenes. I just wish we got a bit more of those this season, and it seems to be scarce. Anyway, be sure to post down in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are about this episode. Did you enjoy it? I know everyone had a blast with the last episode, but I'm pretty sure you were expecting a bang this episode, and it kind of didn't deliver for me. But post down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this episode. What you're looking forward to the most in the next one. Hit like or subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.